Welcome, bugs and elephants, dogs, zebras, gypsies, and eggs, to an episode of Our Life on Camera. Yes, I'm still working on the opening. Our daughter did give a suggestion, and that's where part of that came from. But anyway, so I have a documentary on that I was watching. But because of something that happened recently, I'm not really happy about, but it was a big disappointment. Let's say that. It was a big disappointment. People that I had liked and trusted and respected, I no longer like, trust, or respect. And it hurts. It hurts a lot. But, you know. What can I say? Because of what happened, I started doing some research, if you want to call it that, because research is something that usually takes time, and what I didn't take more than 5 or 10 minutes, and I didn't find anything that dealt specifically with the situation. But I did find something concerning a nearby community, very nearby. Anyway, so I was looking at the website, and looking at a website, and it's a website that's run by the people that I refer to as the keen fascists. And there's definitely a reason I refer to them that way. It's because they are. They're a very dangerous political cult. And they do have a leader. And that leader, you know, I've exposed that person and those people in plenty of other videos, so I'm not going to get too much into it. What I did notice was the people posting were extremely juvenile, hypocritical. They're keyboard warriors. That's all they are. And yes, they're a dangerous cult, but you know, and there are a few people that leave the cult from time to time. For the most part, what happens is people get involved, and then they realize that it's not at all what they were led to believe it was, and they just, you know, move on with their lives. On the other hand, do you think I'm going to do something like that? No. Because you stab me in the back that many times, I get pissed off, and I expose you. And I've done that. And then you have groups that oppose this group that are really no different than this particular group. You know, they call themselves leaderless and da-da-da-da-da. They're not leaderless. They definitely have a leader. Not somebody I have any respect for. Now, when I say that, you know, I try to respect everybody's humanity. Today the neighbors are just loud. Anyway, I don't know if you heard that. It was some bang of some sort. But, you know, when you should see all the infighting that goes on. You should see, you know, this particular post. I may actually share it. I don't know. This one person says, "Well, the police came by, said I I had a fine I had to pay, but the person was never said anything about why they had this fine or why the police came by. So, to be honest with you, I seriously question what's really going on. But that's not uncommon for these people. Okay, it's not at all uncommon. They will tell you one story, and then later on you find out that the story they told you was a complete lie, or that it was half truth, which means half of it was a lie. And it's like they're going up against the very people that they are. They're going up against the very people they want to be. They're going up against behaviors that they practice or behaviors they want to practice. They are heavily armed. They are violent. They have damaged our personal property. At least I think it was them. I mean, who else could it have been? They say they don't need the cops, yet they call the cops on people. 3 times that I know of, they've called them on me. I'm not out there committing no crimes. I don't do anything wrong. But you call the cops on me. The cops show up and they're like, what? So you should see their headquarters in Keene. It's a trashy looking place. Yes, they do commit violent acts usually against each other, and then they don't report it to the cops. They steal from each other. They don't report it to the cops, which is fine. If you don't want to report it, don't report it. But they're just a very sad group of people. You should see the nonsense that they post. It's really ridiculous, and they're easy to criticize. They make themselves easy to criticize. And they go around bullying people and lying about people, and that they claim they believe in the right to privacy, yet then they have no problems talking about people on their radio show or internet shows or whatever. But they don't want you to do that with them. But it's okay for them to do that with other people, and they don't want the government to do it. But it's okay for them to do it. You hypocrites! It means you are a liar. And look, to me, it doesn't matter if it's a religious cult, a political cult, a cult of personality, which I guess you could say it is a cult of personality, because there is a leader. If they want to admit it or not, if they realize it or not, they do have a leader. And yes, my late wife and I were involved with these people for a while, but it didn't take us long to realize these guys are scary. They're dangerous. But like I was saying before, they're no different than the people they claim to oppose. They just want to supplant who's currently in power with themselves, and that's not a good thing. Not good at all. So I remember just days after my wife passed away, they took and made a bunch of clips from my videos that took things way out of context, took things that were humorous, and because they chopped things up, it sounded very bad. But they're dishonest like that, and they posted this and sent it to me just days after my wife passed away. And even people that at the time supported them, it pissed them off, and they stopped supporting these people. And then of course look, their leader has had the FBI go into his house and take his computers because someone at his house accessed a child pornography site that the FBI had taken over. And I've looked for this other information. I haven't been able to find it. Someone in Grafton County was arrested on child porn charges because of that FBI investigation. Why their dear leader hasn't been arrested yet, I don't know. Probably because they don't want to have to deal with his BS and his followers' BS. But, you know, and you know what? That person, their leader, will probably die very young because of all the STDs that it has. And, you know, I mean, that's sad, but, you know, it's a choice that it makes, you know, so. But, I mean, how am I supposed to criticize the people they criticize, even when they have a legitimate complaint, but then when they go and do the same things? I mean, you're a bunch of hypocrites, and I'm going to get into something else you probably never thought I would say, but I'm going to say it. I just, you know, I thought this town was going to be my, whoops, I just dropped. Oh well. Don't know where it went now. Anyway, there it is. There's a musket ball. It's a 50 caliber musket ball. Just had it in my hand. I was doing that with it, like you would do dice or something. But you know, it's, some things have happened where I live recently, and they don't make me at all happy. They don't even come close to making me happy. They actually upset me considerably. So, see, in this town I've had great experiences, very good experiences, your average day-to-day experiences, bad experiences, and very, very bad experiences. And that's actually good to have all of that, because frankly, before moving here, my life was miserable. I mean, really miserable. And now I'm not sure what to say about that now, but I blocked a couple of people that were on my Facebook page from here in town, and you know, I mean, look, I will tell you straight up, I have never lived in a place where people actually care to the degree that people here do care. I've never lived in a place where people will help you to the degree that people will help you here. But you know what? You also have all the bad things, you know, because people are people, and none of us are perfect, and we all make mistakes. It's just some mistakes seem to be institutionalized, and I don't know. Some people who watch this may know who I'm talking about, some may not, some will not, some won't care. you know, but I don't know. Just don't know. Well, this came in the mail. I'm not even going to do that. I'll make another video. So I guess I'm at another turning point in my life, and it's where do I go from here? We all have turning points. Actually, I would say, you know, it's like, you know, change is a constant. You know, the only constant is change, and it just upsets and depresses me that
there's nothing quite as magical as staying at a Disney resort hotel.
I was treated a particular way by particular people, and that they turn out to be no different than other people in the same profession. Maybe not quite as bad. I would say not quite as bad, but, you know, they're still in that profession.